Welcome back to second half action here in the women's finals of the 2012 USA Ultimate Club Championships between Riot and Fury. We are on serve here. Riot up 8-7 and Roy Titcomb pulling out of bounds.
Looks like Riot's going into man.
And Sherwood with a shot right away. O'Malley in front though. Intended receiver Claire Sharman. Titcomb picking up the disc up. So Hadia, what do you think the keys are to the second half of this game? Both teams looking pretty equal so far.
Well, that was an unfortunate drop, so patience and precision. And the defense is really going to try and force the throwers to make very, very precise throws and really be tight on the mark and tight on their guard.
And there's a precise throw from Snyder, hitting Liz Penny for the downwind point, tying the game at 8s. So at this point, we've had one upwind break for each team. Those upwinders are going to be critical here in the second half.
Fury's going to try and put together an upwinder right now.
From what we've seen so far, it seems like Fury is better at working the disc upwind. Riot's upwinder came on a quick turnover near the goal line where they were able to punch it in.
Either that or a long huck. There was a few hucks to Surge that were caught. It gave them some chances upwind.
And we talked before the game when we were talking with Maddie. Maddie was saying, you know, what he's seen from Riot is Riot's looking to punch it both ways. Put it deep, and so they're just trying to stop those throws so that both upwind and downwind, Riot trying to put it deep with receivers, obviously, but really trying to get yardage on those throws. They're looking to make it a north-south game instead of an east-west game. Fury, on the other hand, they're really working it upwind as much as they can.
They're not looking to put it right away. They are really looking patiently and taking those open unders. Whereas Riot seems to sometimes just get it and jack it, but they do not do that.
So Ambler downfield to Crayley. Jorgensen easily able to run onto it and get a block. Snyder now. Quick transition.
Snyder with a very dangerous forehand in this wind.
Snyder coming up big on that floaty. And Snyder with a shot to the end zone.
And Fury gets the upwind. Dara Clancy.
So Clancy pulls that one in, but Snyder making the big play on this point. As the Fajardo forehand hangs up in the air just a little too long. But Fury taking the lead 9-8.
That was a big upwind for Fury.
So Snyder coming down with that one, hitting Clancy. Big break for Fury. And now putting the pressure on Riot.
Rory Titcomb on the line. Going to be looking for some big upwind hucks from Rory. Surge is on again, so maybe they'll keep connecting and hitting Surge with those longs.
So Fury looking to convert the downwinder. Keep the pressure on Riot. Snyder on the field. Getting ready to pull.
It'll be interesting to see what defensive looks Riot puts out. Now they've had that first half to evaluate and determine what works best for them.
So nice long flat pull, deep, 5 yards into the end zone. Titcomb up to O'Malley. Fury coming down man to man, but poaching the lanes. Looks like they're sagging off the handlers. And off of the chest of Kawhi. Narayan to Snyder, picking up quickly as Fury's been doing all game long. Out to Sun. Looking for Snyder. Casey. O'Malley with a physical mark. Sun going up line. Marked by Kate Kingery. Liz Penny working on the open side. Snyder going up line. And Snyder to Penny for the downwind conversion and the 2-point Fury lead.
Looks like there's a call on the play.
Looks like a stall has been called by Kate Curie on Nancy Sun. So either way, this one's going to come back either all the way to Sun or possibly a turnover or to Alex Snyder.
You'll see the observers make a motion, a two-handed motion with their elbows in. They look for each other to signal agreement as to whether or not there's any calls, and then they'll put their hands up together if there's no calls, and then the point is scored.
So it's a contested stall. They have not gone to the observers. They're going to play this as a contested stall. It will become installing 8 on Nancy Sun. Kate Kingery on the mark. Kate Kingery communicating to her team, letting them know it's coming installing 8. Sun, high stall count, puts it up over. And nice read and box out by Yelena Gorlin. Able to hold off Dominique Fontanet. Fury does convert, make it 10-8, their largest lead of the game.
Riot's got to answer back with a break.
So Sun at the high stall count just puts that one up in the air, keeps it nice and flat, and gives an opportunity for her receiver to get underneath it, and Gorlin able to pull it down. There's another look at Wiggins. Wiggins will have to make some adjustments here with the Riot leadership. Sang smiling. He's a happy coach right now. Fury only 5 points away from their 7th consecutive championship.
Look for a big pull here from Snyder upwind. Wind has died down just a bit. And now it's back.
The depth of this Fury bench is really impressive. It seems like they can sub players out and not lose any talent on those lines.
Maddie was mentioning that they have enough personnel that they can really put someone on for 2 points, give them a break, get them back in the game. I remember I had to do an analysis of the 2005 Fury Riot game, and I think Snyder played all but 4 points of the entire game. So their deep bench is allowing them to be more rested on the field.
But especially this year with Emily Damon not on the field, Snyder's going to have to play a lot more points to anchor that offense. But beyond that, they're just really rotating through all of their talented players. Here's Liz Penny with the disc. Here's a floater. And the D by McKibben. Right, looking a little shaky right now. Cardenas. Centering up to Ambler. Across to Clemens Wiggins. To McKibben. Ambler, Carr, and this one floating over Carr's head, Snyder pulling it down. That was an unforced turnover from Ambler. Sun to Jorgensen. Jorgensen loves her backhand, but she holsters it this time.
Doesn't hit Finney. Seemed to be wide open on that side.
But she has confidence in the rest of her team as they move it downfield. Here's Finney. Out wide. Up to Jorgensen. Jorgensen back across to Finney. And a point block there. Weatherford on the mark. Looks like a foul's been called. Finney in a lot of pain. The foot got a lot of the hand there. Doesn't look like it was the foot. Maybe
Looks
the
like it was
hand.
all hand. Might have just been the angle. That That looks like it was a ball hand.
Yeah. So Finney's going to take a sub. Nazarov's going to come on for her. Looks like Weatherford contesting the foul. Weatherford saying that she actually ran to her knee, it seems like. The observer, Stephen Hubbard, upholds the foul call. So Nazarov will retain possession here with Fury. Stall count coming in at 0.
Fury can work it. They've got a chance for another upwind point here.
Out to Sun, Sun unmarked. Now McKibben on the mark. Back across to Nazarov. All the way over to Naryan.
Fury really using the whole width of the field.
Naryan going all the way around. And it's caught by Liz Penny, but looks like the ruling is out of bounds. Here's another look. We'll do it slowly. Sort of blocked by Gwen Ambler there.
Hard to tell. It looked like the observer initially pointed in.
So the observer's huddling to get this call right, because this is a big call definitely in this game. Pivotal moment. Here's another angle. Does she have it in her hands before her foot hits out of bounds?
Doesn't look like she had control yet.
So the observers call it out. Looks like the right call from all the looks that we had. Katie Crowley to tap the disc back in. And a big break here for Riot. They need this downwinder to keep this game in hand. Weatherford. Over the top to Cardenas. Back to Weatherford. And here's a shot deep. Crayley the receiver. Liz Penny on D. Crayley reads it better. Pulls it down. Back to Weatherford. Cardenas with the cut. And here's the over the top to, and Snyder.
Another huge D.
Just elevating.
It's been really big in the air today.
And Fury with a quick transition. Naryan. Foul called here by Naryan. Gwen Ambler on the mark. Looks like it's going to come back. Uncontested foul coming in, stall count of 0.
Being marked by Gwen Ambler. Third year as captain of Riot.
Nice movement to the break side to Nazarov. Back to Snyder. And D by Cardenas. Cardenas coming up big on both sides of the disc in this game. Just really fast run through D there. Sharman the intended receiver. Weatherford again to pick the disc up. Crayley underneath but wide open and an errant throw. And Riot just giving the disc to Fury too many times. Penny up the middle. And Penny going deep to Naryan. And a beautiful throw to the goal line. And a timeout call from Naryan.
Well, we'll see that question again, whether or not the timeout or the fast break is the way to score these upwinds.
Just a super throw here from Liz Penny, puts out nice and flat and lets Naryan run onto it. Shmi, veteran player, calling the timeout. You know, like you said, I mean, it's what veterans tend to do there in that situation. The upwind, valuable point on D. Calling the timeout so you can set your play, but you know, I'm not sure. It would be interesting to look at the percentages of this tournament to see how often that works out.
At the same time, you get the D getting that chance to set up as well, so.
So one thing that's really impressive about Fury is they're not married to a system here. They're not married to punting and playing defense. And they're not necessarily married to working the east-west, the width of the field, trying to go back and forth. They're taking a lot of what Riot's giving them. They'll take shots when it's open. They'll move it back and forth when that's what Riot's giving them. And it's very effective. They just trust their disc skills as a whole.
As Matty said, he called it being okay with whatever the game is, or whatever game it is.
He said if it's going to be a pretty game, they're going to try to win pretty. If it's an ugly game, they'll try to win ugly. Seems like they're doing it at different times. They're doing both things. Mostly pretty, I would say.
A lot of working it up the field in a very pretty manner.
So, Narayan to check the disc in.
Takes Snyder's setup as the dump.
Jorgensen, the first player in the stack, isolated actually with other receivers in the backfield. Going to Snyder to start with. Sun clearing out and going all the way around to Nazarov for the goal. And Fury
gets another upwind break.
Nice move by Narayan here with a break mark. And Snyder just getting low and around with lots of spin on that disc, and Nazarov open on the break side. 11-8, this is kind of the story of Fury's tournament, playing tight with teams a lot in the first half and then opening up second half.
That's exactly what Fury did to us. We were tight with them 8-7, and then they got those 2 breaks after the half, which seems to be exactly what's happening to this Riot team right now. If Fury can convert this, that'll be a 4-point lead. And that'll be a 5-point run for Fury, who started the half down 8-7.
So Fury in a strong position right now, going downwind. Scored 4 straight points here out of half. Wind very strong right now. You can see it blowing through the trees. Those upwinders are difficult. And Fury with advantage on the upwinders, 3-1 in this game. Snyder preparing to pull. Inside out. Good distance to the goal line. Up to Titcomb. Fury coming down with a junk defense. Players going spaces and not men. Kate Kingery. It's an interesting defense here from Fury. They're matching up with some players, especially players around the disc. Fontanet with the disc now. They're not necessarily rushing to guard the throw, and here Fontanet takes advantage and with a big shot. No receiver in sight.
Fontanet going for that D again. Getting it back.
Zonheiser. Out to McDowell. Up to Kingery. McDowell again, up to Zonheiser. Working towards the upwind end zone. And Zonheiser with the break to Griffith, and Griffith with the grab.
Not in.
On the doorstep, and Griffith inside, and the block by Daryani, saving the upwinder. You know, I've been watching Daryani since college, and she always comes up with these like game-saving, out-of-nowhere catches and Ds.
Flying blocks.
Here's Snyder. Underneath to Daryani. Good pressure from Zonheiser. Zonheiser can't get it back. Narayan, and Narayan with an open receiver. And the turnaround. Alden Fletcher with the goal, and Fury stopping the goal line. Daryani fired up, and Fury then just converting downwind. 5 straight points to take a 12-8 lead.
Riot's gonna have to work hard to come back from this deficit. Fury only needing 3 points to win.
And just a great D from Daryani, and a real momentum switch up. You know, Fury on a run here, but Riot showing their best upwind offense of the game. Great bid by Zonheiser, but Fury just being so patient when they got that block and worked it all the way down. Fletcher wide open. So another timeout here from Riot. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back for the continuation of this women's final. Welcome back to the 2012 USA Ultimate Club Championships Women's Final. We've got Seattle Riot suffering a 5-point run by San Francisco's Fury to bring it to 12-8. Riot looked like they were playing the game they wanted to play for the first half, but since halftime it's been all Fury.
Riot's going to have to show a little more patience on the upwinds and really just put away these downwinders right now.
Cree Howard with the pull.
We've seen a little more discipline on Fury's end, working it downwind.
So again, looks like a man-to-man from Fury with some poaching the lanes off the handlers. Weatherford and O'Malley handling for Riot, outside to Clemens Wiggins. Back to O'Malley. Across to Weatherford. O'Malley out of the backfield, no backfield, so shot goes up. Incomplete, that looked like a high stall count.
Putting a little bit more IO on that might have helped. Let it float enough for a receiver to get under it.
So Nancy Sun to pick it up. Fury in control.
Julie Bowen with the catch.
To Howard. Howard looking at the reset, goes out wide to Casey.
Sorry, that was Christy Bowen.
Sun to the middle. All the way around. Sharman, excuse me, Cree Howard. Sun and Fury just looking so patient and in control of this game right now. Sun with a deep shot. Daryani, the intended receiver, but that one is not going to be complete.
Just a little too far for one of Daryani's layouts.
So Weatherford to pick up the disc. And a Kawhi in motion downfield. O'Malley through the middle to Kawhi, and a big block. That was Maggie Rudin with the block. Rudin coming up big on the speedy Kawhi. Nazarov. So now Fury, another great opportunity just outside the brick mark. Nancy Sun with the shot. Cree Howard running it down and catches it trailing away. And Fury just pouring it on now, up 13-8 with the upwinder.
It's going to be a hard deficit for Riot to come back from. Fury now up several breaks.
Here's the O'Malley should throw up to Kawhi, and the great block by Rudin, getting that inside edge. And then Sun finding Cree Howard coming across the side. This holds just enough edge for Howard to run it down. You know, we keep coming down to Sarasota, and year after year, it seems like the same show.
Fury show.
it'll be interesting to see how the club restructuring affects the women's division. You know, with this new tiering structure where some teams have the opportunity to play the top teams over and over and over again, you know, it gives even more incentive for those kind of the creation of these super teams, right?
And instead of having some of these players staying down in Southern California and forming their own team, you might start to see them sticking with the established Fury name, and we might see less newer teams entering the system.
And these top college programs are, you know, those players are going to want to go to these established programs. And that already exists for Fury. I mean, Fury is drawing players from up and down the West Coast where college ultimate has been so dominant. You know, Alex Snyder came out from Colorado specifically to San Francisco to play. She lives in Madison, but continues to play for Fury because of Maddie and because of the program they've established with Fury. Oh, and an unfortunate drop here. So Jorgensen with the disc.
Again, Fury picking up that disc quickly and getting it moving before Riot can set any sort of defense.
And Sherwood, easy pass to Penny for the goal. And Fury bring it to game point, 14-8.
Riot looking a little deflated.
So nice catch there by Sherwood, and then Liz Penny getting wide open on the open side. Caitlin Cordell with the drop there. And Fury quickly capitalizing. So Riot on the other side picking up a lot of new players. You know, they felt like they had it this year. They felt like that they had made the adjustments they needed. They pulled in some good coaching to help them out here.
Right, with 11 new players this year.
And they were there for almost all this whole tournament until the second half of this finals. They got themselves right where they wanted to be, coming in 8-7 here in the second half, but then Fury with 7 consecutive points.
But as any team knows, and as this team knows in particular, it's not over till it's over.
So here's Alex Snyder with the pull. Alex Snyder in an interesting position. Of course, Heist, her hometown team now, forming this year and a great squad. And here's another shot. Fury with 2 defenders underneath. This time, Sherwood pulls it down. Up to Snyder and off to the races again for Fury. This one, Penny can't hold on to. O'Malley to pick it up. A shot right away. Has Carr.
2 defenders. And Snyder comes down big again.
It's hard with Snyder and Jorgensen bracketing you. Both great big defenders. Clancy. Oh, and Snyder can't hold on to it. So Weatherford to pick it up. Gwen Ambler, the high back end, Ambler pulling that one down to get Riot their first point of this half.
Score is now 14-9. Fury with a chance to win this game, coming downwind.
Great extension from Gwen Ambler there, using all of her 5'10" frame. Wiggins, Lawler, and the Riot leadership saying right now, you know, we can't win this all in one throw. We got to do this 1 point at a time, 1 pass at a time. The upwind downwind game is susceptible to runs. You score an upwinder, and you put the pressure on. So Fury here, though, with their first opportunity to win this game going downwind of 14-9. They built themselves a sizable lead, a nice cushion.
Got Rory Titcomb on, looking to get a big upwind pull, but the wind is really picking up right now.
Beckham with the pull. Down past the brick mark. Nazarov. Bree Howard wide open. Out to Sherwood. Sherwood looking. Back to Howard, wide open again. LaRoche is wide open on the field. Nazarov. Centers to Sun. Bree Howard. Fury closing in. Over the top. Sherwood. And Sherwood to LaRoche. And LaRoche pulls it in for the Fury victory, 15-9.
Fury takes home the crown. Once again, continuing their undefeated streak since 2006.
7 straight championships for this Fury squad. And just such depth. Look how balanced they are through this attack. Easy, even play. And Sherwood to LaRoche. The team runs over to Emily Damon, their injured star. Just amazing that a team like Fury is so deep that they can win without, one of the better players in the game right now.
It's true. This shows the depth of their bench and how much they believe in their system and their team and each other.
And Riot on the other side, left to figure out how do we stop this juggernaut of a program. I mean, not just Riot, but every single team in the women's division trying to figure out how do you stop this train. I mean, Fury just continues to reload year after year and put out the best ultimate that the women's division sees. And every team just trying to figure out how do they take them down.
Well, I think Riot's doing the right thing. They're investing in their youth and in their Seattle Underground program. So Underground's their second team and is also here at the club championships, which is amazing for a A-team, B-team system. And I think, just keep investing in those youth and just keep refueling the ranks. They had great talent this year, and they were up 8-7, and they'll just have to try again next year, unfortunately.
So your 2012 Women's Division USA Ultimate Club champions, 7-time winners here, San Francisco's Fury beating Riot 15-9. Stay tuned, we still have one more game left today. The open final between Austin's Double Wide and San Francisco's Revolver. Revolver looking for the three-peat. Want to give a big thank you to our staff here with NGN. Brian Bedore, Aki Odera, and Tim Gilligan on the cameras. Kimber Cole on replay. Vin Bowie, our director. Our executive producer, Kevin Minderhout. For Hadia Rodrigue, I'm Kyle Weisbrod, and this is NGN.